talking to a buddy of mine down in South Carolina on AM, like you and I are talking right now, and it's up there. It's better get on YouTube there, go to Indiana Kid, and that's my YouTube channel, Indiana Kid. And I'm thinking, don't quote me, I think I changed my entree or intro. I'm thinking it is that radio, but don't quote me because I do a lot of drone flying too, so. But yeah, it's my YouTube channel, Indiana Kid.
I'll certainly have a look at that, sir, and I'll subscribe. Always interested in like-minded people and like-minded channels, so that we'll do that. We are doing a VideoGate now, by the way. It'll take me a few moments to get the video up once we're done, and I just want to acknowledge your station. That's 39 in Indiana, and your YouTube channel is Indiana Kid. So if anybody's watching this video, can drop by your channel and have a look, probably like a video or two, and maybe they might subscribe as well and support your channel.
Oh yeah, I would really love that. I would really love that. Yeah, this is just an old HR 2510. We're running strictly barefoot with the hand mic. Got about 29 whiskeys PEP. Nothing fancy, nothing big. And what you hear is probably all you're going to get there, Roger.
Roger, yeah, we have a couple of 2510s, and I got to say they're one of my favorites. I'd like to have one in the mobile, but the current vehicle I have, it doesn't ground very well. The antenna's not grounding very well, and the SWR is not as great as what it should be, so I'm going to try to work on that. But yeah, the 2510s are lovely radios. They're getting a little bit rare, but yeah, they're certainly nice for 10, 11, and 12 meter, and does FM, AM, and all the, the nice things, sideband. So it's a really good go-to radio for sure for somebody that's kind of getting a little bit advanced with the radios.
Roger, yeah, we have an Emperor TS5010 up here, and normally when we're talking the DX there, like I was just a little bit ago, we run a Kenwood 140 Sugar. I have a 40-meter inverted dipole antenna up there. We run the tuner where we can tune that 40-meter dipole down on 10 meters. And that's where we were just a minute ago before I came back down here on this radio. I was up on 28 4200, and we was up there, and I thought, well, we'll come down here and see what 11 meters has got to offer. And boy, I mean, you came in there, and like, wow, you're a local.
I appreciate that. Yeah, the flowers are always nice. Certainly really nice to get flowers, and I send a bouquet of flowers back to you for your radio setup for sure. By the way, it's 9 Tango Charlie 02 here, just for your official logbook. My name is Andy, and the last name is Tobin. Tango Oscar Bravo India November, and that is my YouTube name. So when you go look up your VideoGate, that's what you need to look for, sir.
You know, Andy, I think I'm subscribed to your channel right now. I'm not sure. I don't have my phone on me or my computer because I'm in the garage. This is my Radio Shack. And I have all my radios out here. I have I have like a ton of radios out here. My wife's not into the radios, but I have a ton of radios here in the garage, and this is my Radio Shack. And but yeah, I think I'm subscribed to your channel. Just curiosity, what kind of rig are you showing on your YouTube channel? Is it a Cobra 2000?
Absolutely, yeah. It's a Snake Radio Customs Cobra 2000, built by Tim Trent out in Arizona.
Yes, sir. And you got green LED lights on it, or green lights on it?
Absolutely. He went from bumper to bumper. He went completely through the radio, and he done absolutely everything. The radio is like new, and I'm expecting it to last about 40 to 50 years before it needs another oil change.
Okay, Andy. The name here is Ron Romeo Oscar November, and yeah, I'm subscribed to your channel. Matter of fact, I've watched a couple of your video games there, and we do have the little brothers to that 2000. We have a 142 GTO over here. It's got the variable output. It's got the 10 KC soft tune clarifier. It does have the 10 kilocycle drop switch. It does have variable output power, and I have upgraded the finals and the drivers in it. and it's lowered the resistance going into the audio amplifier, so I don't even have to run the mic gain half. I can run it about, well, half to quarter and get all the power out of that microphone I can. And we did all the work ourselves. We did the work all ourselves here on the HR2510 there too, Andy. Go ahead.
Roger, yeah, I'm no technician myself, but I worked on my old Cobra 2000, and with the help of Tim, a friend of mine in over in Ireland, Ray Byrne, and a few other people and a few other parts, I managed to get coached through repairing a couple of radios. And yeah, the Cobra 2000 was the one that I really wanted to get going. It's just a spare one I have now. Not this one here, of course. This is a totally different Cobra 2000 I'm using. I did some work on 2510, but I don't brag it too much because you know, you're not supposed to be repairing these radios or modifying them and stuff like that. So that's just the way it is when you're just a common CB radio enthusiast.
Bit, so that's the advantage I have there. I used it up on 10. Matter of fact, I was on 10 when I found out the band was open, and that's when I went to my 10 wood. And but yeah, this is my go-to radio. I've had this radio brand new since 1988, and it's my go-to radio. And you just can't beat these old workhorses, man.
Absolutely. I had also an Emperor 5010, like you had mentioned. It was a really nice radio and it worked well, but I just found it confusing the way it was set up. I don't know if I could have changed it, but it like jumped all over the place when it came to going to different bands, you know, to the different like 10, 11, and 12. It was like everywhere, and I couldn't quite understand it, and I didn't want to put it in the mobile because of that. It was a little bit cumbersome. Is your Emperor that way?
Now, if I use the VFO, if just like the 2510 here, I just used the VFO. I never used the band switch. I just used the VFO there.
Okay, roger that. Yeah. That's the only reason why I got rid of it. I didn't want to, but I knew a friend that wanted it. He knew I had one. He was over in PEI, and so I sent it off to him. Not a big deal. Oh, before I go, I wanted to mention to you, with my YouTube, I have a lot of people that have subscribed to me, and I have subscribed to a lot of people, and I technically like to subscribe and, you know, support other people's channel. With regard to yours, I'm not sure if I'm subscribed or not, but what happens with YouTube, it hides more than half of my subscriptions that comes into me. Like I get 90 to 100, sometimes maybe 120 people subscribing a month, and like I only see a handful that come through, maybe like 4 or 5, and I have to go looking for them. I don't quite understand why YouTube does that, and so it's kind of restrictive that way. So when I talk to people here on YouTube doing VideoGate and stuff like that on this radio, I highly suggest that they try to comment, you know, put a comment on my VideoGates, because other than that, they just stay anonymous. I don't know where they're to or what they're doing. But if they put a comment, I can click, I can find their channel, and lo and behold, you know, you can either subscribe or find out that you've already been subscribed to them.
Oh yeah, definitely. I will definitely comment on yours as soon as you post the video, and I will wait probably an hour or so, and then I will comment, and I will put in there that we had a good QSO there, Roger.
We certainly did, and the longer the QSO, the longer it takes for me to upload. I don't like to push people out the door, but we're going to close off this conversation. We can do this again sometime. Absolutely, I'm always around this area between 35 and a little bit above 40, and going to be doing this for a long time to come, hopefully. If people don't complain too much, I'll continue to do these video gates.
All right, Andy, real fine. Well, we'll stop the QSO here, and this way you can upload it, and then I can get on there and check it out there, Andy. So I'll say 73 to you up there in Canada. Have a fine one, and catch you on the band a little bit later there.
Roger there, Ron. 39 in Indiana. The pleasure's been all mine for this conversation, and thank you so much for your patience and for the wonderful video gate. I'm going to close this down. I'm going to see if I can find my friend there, the 323, and then we'll get the 2 videos uploaded within the hour, hopefully.
All right, Andy, real fine. Just put some kind of comment on the video gate there about 39 Indiana, and this way I can find it on your YouTube channel. All right, 73, enjoy.